Hey guys, good afternoon. Today is Sunday, July 26th. It's been about 5 days since I've updated you on my potential COVID illness and signs and symptoms and how I've been doing to date. Just a quick recap. About 5 days ago, Monday, had a moderate to severe headache. Someone who's never experienced headaches before, I'd categorize as moderate to sometimes severe, leading myself to be very uncomfortable, kind of immobile in bed, not really being able to move, lots of muscle aches and joint stiffness, fever, sweats, tightness in my chest, dry cough. Fever ran about 99.4 to 99.6. Those ensuing 3 days were pretty much more the same. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, in bed quite a bit. Got up to go to the bathroom. I'm segregated in this side of the house in my daughter's room, as you can see. So I'm using this side of the house only. I was pumping ibuprofen during the day to help with my headache and my body aches, which seemed to help. And then in the evenings were miserable. That's when I feel like the upswing and the trend of the virus would come back to really get me. My fevers ran on the higher end of 99.6, 99.8. Oftentimes waking up 2, 3 in the morning with the sheets being pretty drenched from night sweats. So having to get up and throw those in the washer and make the bed again with a clean new set of sheets. That was fairly miserable for, like I said, those ensuing three days after the initial signs and symptoms. And then Thursday evening, a little better. Friday, I was able to get up and move out to the front porch and sit in a chair by myself for a little while. I was sitting up in the bed to eat meals, pounding lots of fluids throughout, water, mixture of lemonade, Gatorade, things of that nature. Into present day today, Sunday, I've gotten up, I've gone outside, I've done a little bit of chores, watering my plants. I'm still wearing my mask inside the house, obviously, and outside, in and around the family, trying not to be too close to them. But I did some chores today. I worked out in the garage a little bit, did some odds and ends that I've been meaning to do, some projects I got finished up. So my energy levels are better and I don't have a headache. My temperature has not been above normal for the last day and a half. So hopefully we can keep that going, and it seems like I'm trending in the right direction. As far as my test goes, this is an interesting story. Here in northern Arizona, I went to a state certified drive-through clinic to get my COVID test. I had both the finger prick to test for exposure of the virus, and I also had a nasal swab done to more definitively, as I had symptoms at that time, tell me if I was yes positive or no negative. They told me 72 hours they'd call back. I had a very high suspicion, being in healthcare and just being up to snuff with the timeline of these tests in Arizona specifically, haven't been very great. The return has been somewhere between 7 and 12 days. So after that third day, I made a call in and tried to let them know that maybe they could expedite my findings because I'm a healthcare professional, and I did have some people pending them going back to work, whether or not my test was positive or negative. Upon the initial call, they told me no, that 72 hours was definitely an incorrect time frame to get an answer back, and that the healthcare provider had just been telling the workers to tell the public that, knowing darn well that 72 hours was not the turnaround. So, needless to say, I expected that, but the lady on the phone said, why don't you call back on Friday if you haven't heard anything back by us then, and give us a call to see if your results are in. So fast forward to Friday, which was 2 days ago. I call in the afternoon around 2 o'clock, contact the front desk person or the medical assistant, let them know who I am and that I'm looking for my COVID test results. She, after a little bit, pulls up my information and says, "Oh yes, I have your test results right here, but I cannot read them to you. It has to be read to you by the provider, and right now he's busy with other patients currently in the clinic." So I said, "Okay, can I expect a call back from the provider, the doctor, by this business day?" And she assured me, "Oh yes, you'll hear back from him for sure." So reluctantly, I didn't push. I hung up the phone and waited for the process to take its toll and for me eventually to hear back. Well, 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 5:30, well after Friday business hours for a standard clinic, no call back, didn't hear anything. So here again, I got my test Monday, so this is Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. This is 5 days after my test. Results were in, but they couldn't read it to me because that person was not a doctor. So okay, I'll wait for the doctor call. No call. So now we're into the weekend, and again I have my place of work that's waiting to hear back so they can make a plan for my test results being positive or negative. I have a couple colleagues that were in and around me and some outside friends that were waiting on them going back to work to see if my test was positive or negative, and no call. They have to wait through the weekend. So come Monday, that will be full circle, 7 days upon my initial test results, and hopefully I can hear back from them that obviously I'm almost 99.9% sure that it's been COVID. I've lost taste and smell. I've had pretty much ran the gamut of all the symptoms. But after 7 days, I still have to get my test results. And then CDC guidelines for healthcare workers are 10 days after the test, you have to quarantine. And then anytime after that, 24 hours of decreasing symptoms and no fever, I will be eligible to go back to work. Since then, my business has put me on workman's comp leave. I've gotten a call from the company to ask me initial questions about how I came in contact with the virus and all kinds of other particulars to set me up for lost work time, which will be helpful. And I guess I'm here to tell you that the first 3-4 days were pretty uncomfortable. I managed it fine. I think there was more of a fear of the unknown more than really signs and symptoms really being crippling, although they were uncomfortable and, not very fun. I would say that they were, par for the course with some sort of virus that attacks your body like COVID-19 does. But I'm here to tell you that I'm feeling stronger. My cough is less. My fever has been gone for the last day and a half. I've been pumping upwards of 100 milligrams of zinc per day, ibuprofen as needed, lots of fluids. My appetite's been fine, and I'm hoping I can get in the clear and get back to work and enjoy my family. My kids they ask me every day, "Dad, when are you not gonna have COVID so we can wrestle, or so you can help me do my flips on my trampoline," or anything like that. And it just kills me not being able to play and to have contact with them. And so I'm hoping to be in the clear so I can help them out. And my wife has been doing everything, managing them, helping me, catering to me being in quarantine and isolated in my daughter's room. So it'll just be nice to get over this hump and resume much more of a normal lifestyle in the house. Granted, the community still has all these issues going on with distancing and not going out unless needed and things like that. But just a little update for you guys. I'm doing okay. I'll make it out of it, and good luck to everyone. Stay safe. And this has been my experiences thus far. Cody, signing out.